back again. We are today doing our first bat rep of our warm-up for the UK GT circuit. So it is 1500 points, no limits on detachments or anything like that, no limits on Lords of War, pretty much anything goes within 1500 points.
Unbound, you're not allowed to go.
Yeah, it must be bound.
Come the Apocalypse Ally, yeah.
Because we're not savages. So, today we've got Adam with here the new Space Marine book, and we've got Cooper who is rocking the new Eldar. So, let's start with Cooper because we haven't seen his army yet. So, talk us through it.
Right, cool. Basically, it's everything that's good about Eldar. So I'm rocking 3 squads of 3 Hornets, and then a Uber bike spam. So that's 6 units of 4 bikes, all with scatter lasers, and then a Farseer on a bike as well. And that is pretty much it.
Okay, that's...
Everyone just take a moment just to take all that in.
Yeah, that pretty much sums up the Eldar book. How many jet bikes do you own? Oh, about that many. Well, there we go. Okay, and on to the slightly more interesting list. Adam?
Yeah, so I've got some... there's a lot of bikes, but there's a few other things as well, unlike Matt. So I've got... Heavy Sport is Stormraven, Sikaran, and a single Reaper battery just because it's 40 points and I have 40 points left. Elites is my command squad, all with storm shields, grav guns. Apothecary's obviously not got a grav gun or a storm shield. Chapter Master with Gorgon's Chain, Lightning Claw, Thunder Hammer. He's kitted out as expected, the internet knows. And then three squads of bikes, 2 with 2 grav guns, and 1 with 2 melter guns and a multi-melter. And a Storm Talon. And that is that.
Opted not to go for Skyhammer.
Yeah, it's a lot of points, and I need to paint some Ultramarines before that can happen, I think.
Alright, so we'll roll up for the mission and then we'll come back in a second. Alright, here we go. So, mission is GT mission number 2 from the rules pack, which is 2 primaries. We've got Purge the Alien and we've got the Emperor's Will with 5 objectives. So at the end, the cumulative score of those will be the winner. Cooper, talk us through your psychic powers quickly.
Yeah, so I rolled up for my Farseer that's here. I've got Divination. I took the Primus power, which is Prescience, so I'm twin linking, and then I got Perfect Timing as well for Ignores cover on his unit. And then I took Eldar's Primus Guide as well. So in theory you can twin link 2 units, which is really cheesy, but it's cool as poo.
And your Warlord trait was?
Pin 3 units, which I can't do because they're all on bikes, so it's wasted time, but hey.
And Adam? No psychic powers, Warlord trait?
My Warlord trait is target protocol, so my Warlord and his unit get to reroll 1s in the shooting phase, which is pretty decent considering there are 12 grav shots in there, so it's alright.
Okay, deployment is Hammer and Anvil, so we are long ways across the board, which is going to be good and fun for Adam as he drives towards the tide of Eldar shooting. Cooper, you are going first, you deployed first, so talk us through your deployment.
So basically I just put a big wall of Hornets. Yeah, I did my scout move. Adam did quite well to sort of hide from me, so these guys were in a long line. These 3 moved up so I could get a better shot on the Sikaran, and then these guys just sort of shifted around, ready for being seized on, because I know it's going to happen. Everyone loves to seize on me. Then I've just got a load of bikes sitting around chilling, all revving engines ready to go. Other than that, that's me set up.
Alright, and Adam, your deployment?
Yeah, so as Matt's already alluded to, I pretty much hid. Bikes behind terrain, bikes behind terrain, bikes behind a tank behind terrain, and a Reaper battery behind terrain, and then Smashfucker and his mateys are just out in the open because I think he might be able to take it.
You're going to take it.
Okay, so Adam, you going to roll to seize?
Yeah, I'll give it a bash. No.
It's going to do it as well.
No, that's an opposite of a seize.
So, first turn is Cooper's with the Eldar. We will check back in at the top of turn 1 to see how it goes. Okay, top of turn 1, Cooper takes us through for the Eldar.
Yeah, so just sort of moved some bikes around really. A lot of the squads were up at the front here, obviously with the jetpack moves they jump back, but I'll iterate on that when we get to that phase. So all the bikes that were hiding here were up actually on the line here. So they could see the command squad and, well, sorry, to see the Lord and his command squad. Yep. The Hornets were here. I really, well, luckily placed them. I said I did them really quite good. I placed them there, and I couldn't see his Lord, but I could see his other guys that are part of the squad. So they shot at that squad there.
Which meant he had to take the wounds on the command squad rather than tanking them on his chapter.
But he rolled, I think he saved all the saves, and yeah, they've all got 3 up invulnerables with the shields.
Well, so 4 plus 4 no pay.
Yeah, so they managed to save all them. These Hornets then ploughed a load of shots into him as well. his lord took a few wounds. He took 2 wounds?
Damage,
Yeah, he took 2 wounds, and I think a bike died as well. These bikes fired into him, the bikes that were there fired into him. That was pretty much it for that squad. That was the only thing I could see on the board. And then the Hornets took 2 off the Sakaran, mobilised. Yeah, mobilised and glanced him. So he's down to 1 now. I reckon he's probably going to have a couple of shots at those Hornets. Other than that, then like I said, the jet bikes all jump back, so they're out 30. I think they're sitting at 32 inches, so he won't be able to get his grav on me. These guys got really good with their jetpack moves. I think that was psychic phase. Sorry, I cast
Prescience.
Yeah, I cast Prescience on the Hornets, so they were twin linked into him, and then I cast
Guide
on the other squad, which twin linked them into there. But I'd have had some really good saves with them, like really good saving throws. Other than that, that was pretty much it. So. Yeah.
No first strike, no.
No first strike, no kill the Warlord yet. I reckon I'll get him next turn. Yeah, just see what Adam does, I suppose. I know he's got a drop pod, but yeah, I'm not too fussed to be honest. I've got Eldar. You know what I mean?
Alright, we will come back at the bottom of turn 1. Okay, bottom of turn 1, I'm taking us through it for the Marines.
Yeah, so the bike squad just moved around the corner, so I don't have to charge full on at him. The other bikes, the bikes that were here moved and then turbo boosted to the middle of the table so they can't be seen. And the bikes that were behind the bastion moved up to here. My command squad moved up to here to try and stay out of the way a bit. Shooting phase, chapter marbled are all bombarded over here, so these guys have now jinked, so BS1 next turn. The drop pod came down with my 5-man attack squad, shot into the back of these, 2 hull points off these guys. Drop pod did a hull point, and then the Marines did a hull point, and one of them's lost its guns, and these guys have also jinked. And then I caused 1 hull point on this.
No, you caused a hull point here.
And I killed a
bike
here.
Yeah.
And then the Sakaran killed a Hornet and did a hull point to one of the Hornets over there. So nothing major, but I've maybe done a little. Well, I've done a little bit of damage.
I think you've got jinking what you need.
Sort of equal at the moment, equal footing. We both sort of did similar damage to each other.
So no one scored first strike?
Nope.
Yeah, not very eventful so far, but we'll see how it goes, which is good for me. I don't want to get shot.
Alright, we'll check in at the top of turn 2.
Yeah.
Bottom of turn 2, Cooper, give us a rundown of what happened, please.
Yeah, it was an alright turn. Adam had some really good dice rolling. So all these bikes here swamped in on the 5-man attack squad,
Which was
sat there
right about here.
Luckily I did move them all in. We'll get to that in the shooting phase. These bikes jumped out here to have a pop shot at the Lord and his squad. And the Hornets over this side just came up the side like they did to get eyes on the Sakaran. So for the psychic phase, my fast theory was here, twin linked his squad and the Hornets here, but I made a boo-boo when shooting them as I fired the bikes first, dropped 2 bikes, and then the Hornets couldn't see anything, so I made a whoopsie, but it's alright, doesn't matter, it's fine.
It's Eldar, it won't make a difference.
It'll blow over. So I put 5 squads of bikes into the 5-man attack squad and only just killed them by 1 wound. Like I said, Adam's saving was really good. Because he microwaves his dice.
The flesh is weak.
And then these guys pop shotted up at the Sakaran. I hit 2 pens in the glancing, absolutely destroyed it, which is cool. Takes them off that flank, which is really good. And other than that, that was it. Yeah, did some jump moves, jumped back, tried to get out of the grav range for next turn, and the 2 birds that might come on. Other than that, yeah, no, it was me. I said Adam had really good rolls, so hopefully next turn I can sort of do him a bit better. We'll see what happens. If he keeps hiding like a wussy.
Okay, we'll check back in at the bottom of turn 2 and see if this guy can fuck up some Eldar.
Never.
Bottom of turn 2.
Cool, so the Fire Raptor, no, not Fire Raptor, that doesn't exist yet. The Storm Talon and the Storm Raven came on and landed there. The bike squad moved around to get some shots on, well, to get a shot on the Hornets. This bike squad moved up to here and then turbo boosted to take the position of these guys who moved up to here and then shot into those guys. Command squad and bikes moved up to here to try and do some damage to these Hornets, and that was a movement phase. Shooting, the bike squad shot into the Hornets, didn't do anything. This thing managed to wipe out, was it 2 in the end?
Yeah, took 2 down.
2 Hornets, and that one is jinked and has only got 1 gun. So that's not so bad anymore. This guy came on, shot these guys. These guys have also jinked, and this guy's also
Hornets. They're not guys.
Yeah, Hornets. It's down to one hull point, and it's only got 1 gun left.
No, he's got 2. The 1 gun got destroyed.
Oh, is this one immobilised then?
Yeah, he's immobilised.
So he's immobilised.
Immobilised.
I did have a shot into with these guys, but he passed his save. These guys shot into him. It caused 1 guarding hit, but he passed his save. I've had an 8-inch charge, and I failed it there. So that was it. So not a bad turn. Like the Hornets horses. The Hornets are done. Pretty much, apart from the 1 squad. So yeah, not too bad. And my chapter master got one of his wounds back. So I'm still, I think, hidden just enough. It's just all those bikes that are going to be the problem now, I think. We'll just have to see how it goes. We're on, what are we on now? 10? This is
Turn thrice coming up.
Turn 3. So 2 turns in, I'm still in it. Against Eldar, so that's something.
Keep telling yourself that.
So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Not too bad.
Alright.
You're doing well, man.
Top
of turn 3, give us a rundown, Cooper.
Yeah, not a great turn to be honest. My dice rolling has taken a turn for the worst. Load of bikes moved up to here, and then the other pack of bikes were all sort of shifted up here a little bit. Psychic phase, I twin linked the Hornets and I twin linked the Farseer bike squad. They put a ton of firepower into here, and I killed like 1 Marine.
1 Marine and took 2 Marines off.
Yeah, I'm savings are really good. These guys were out here, they shot into him as well. 3 squads of bikes fired into here, and he lost 1 guy.
Yeah.
Like, what can I do?
Flash is weak.
And the Hornets took some shots, couldn't hit anything, so jinked. I think that was it.
That Hornet's snapshot as well.
Yeah, it was a really bad turn for me actually, I'm not going to lie. I was hoping these guys were dead. If he had died, that could have done me a bit better. And these guys as well, I mean, I can't do anything. If he saved, how many saves was it? Like 30 saves or something?
A lot.
Yeah, it's a dice game, isn't it? So, but other than that, now we're all good. Hold out for turn 4.
Alright, we'll check in at the bottom of turn 3 and see what the Marines can do. Alright, bottom of turn 3, smash fucker into combat. Adam, give us a run through what happened.
Yeah, so my movement phase wasn't really, I mean, these guys moved up just so they were right in range of the Hornets, and the bikes at the back moved up, so they had that Hornet there, bang to rights. These guys stayed here because they're out of line of sight. And
bang to rights, using your police lingo.
So, and then Storm Talon moved up here, so it had a shot on the Hornets, and this Storm Talon is facing that way and also shot into these guys. These guys have jinked now, so not quite so dangerous next turn.
Hornets.
Smashfucker and his matey Apothecary, who unfortunately was a casualty of war as he charged into the bikes with the Farseer squad. Smashfucker went in, put the hammer away, got the claw out, ripped a couple of guys apart, and then they tried to get away and he killed them as they were running. So I've got Warlord and a unit there. I've got finished off 2 units of Hornets in that turn as well. So yes, that was a pretty good turn for me. I've just got a shitload of bikes to worry about now, which is, what can you do?
Alright, we'll check back in at the top of turn 4. Okay, top of turn 4, Cooper takes through it for the Eldar.
Yeah, another meh turn really. These guys were jinked. Sorry, yeah, they were jinked. So they just shifted across here, ready to get eyes on the Storm Talon that was there. These bikes, once again, were sort of over...
It still is there, but...
Yeah, still there.
It's
yeah.
on 1 hull point.
But it'll fall off the building and break stuff. These guys were over... These 2 squads were set up here, and these other 3 units were sort of curved around this way here. It's really awkward trying to explain where they were. So these 3 units here shot at the 2 bikes that were there.
Yeah.
Only just managed to kill them again. My dice rolling being really poo, Adam's being great. These 8 bikes shot into there and took a wound off of the attack bike. The Jinked Hornets put 4 shots, hit it 4. I think I took
2 glances.
Yeah, he made a jink save only just, so that's rocking one whole point left. And I just ignored Smashfucker down here. I've sort of given up on these. I think he's going to get him next turn. If he doesn't, then bonus points for me. But if not, meh. Other than that, I didn't have any psychics because my Farseer got eaten. And I think that is it. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Alright, we'll check in at the bottom of turn 4 Marines. Bottom of turn 4?
Cool, so Smashbacker moved up to the Hornets. This thing is now can't move or shoot, and on one hull point he killed the other two. Both the flyers went into hover mode. This one's still jinky, so it's hit on 6s. Killed one bike here, one bike there, and 2 bikes for the squad that's now fleed off the board. So that's good, and I think both these squads have jinked as well.
No one has front guys with
The front guys jinked, these guys haven't touched another unit hit on 6s, which is useful. The drop pod shot into them as well, that was it. And then in the backfield, my bikes are still just sat on that objective, and my Reapier battery, which has been the star of the game obviously so far, is still just sat on that objective. So not a bad turn, got rid of a unit of bikes and almost finished off the Hornets. So we're into turn 5, and I've just going to watch the Eldar fly over my head in a minute, I think. So
Check back in a minute.
yeah.
Take us through it.
Yeah, much better turn. The dice have sort of turned for me now, and shout on Adam, which is good for me. So these bikes here did their little Eldar dance. These guys were up here, and these guys were sort of here. These bikes just stayed where they were, and the squad that were here did their over jump move all the way over to here. I'll come into that in the shooting phase with their turbo boosting. So I think what's turned it for me here is Adam's Lord that was stuck in combat with this Hornet. This bike squad and this bike squad ploughed a ton of shots into him. I think he took how many wounds?
So we're on 5 1s.
Yeah, 5-1. So winners for me. This squad here also performed really well and mashed 4 wounds on there.
Yeah, 9 saves, and I failed 6 of them and rolled 3 6s. Yeah.
So I could have had him, but you know, meh. The Hornet he's immobilised. Yeah, immobilised.
No, he couldn't move or shoot this
Couldn't
turn.
move or shoot, sorry, yeah. Pop shot at him, forced him to jink. He only just made the jink save as well, but he had a 3-up jink because he's a Talon. And he's in hover mode, sorry. So yeah, these guys boosted all the way over here, didn't shoot, they used their turbo boost to get them that far up. And then in the assault phase they did their jump pack move just to sort of hide from trying to get these guys to come out and lose that objective there. Other than that, yeah, there was no psychic phase, and that was it. Yeah. So really happy that I dropped his Lord there, which gives me Slay the Warlord as well. So yeah, that was it. A good turn for me, I think.
All right, checking bottom turn 5. Bottom of turn 5. I'm take us through what happened.
Cool. So that's an alright turn for me so far. So my Reapier battery shot into the bikes. Didn't manage to kill one, but I actually got to shoot with it, which is good. The bikes stayed on this objective, and the two other guys just came out just so I had a shot on the bike, killed him. He passed his eject, so he's not disappearing off anywhere. Then over here, both the skimmers in hover mode. Storm Talon finished off the Hornet that was there. The Storm Raven, along with the drop pod, shot into the squad of bikes that were here, and they fled and ran off the board. And that was it. So, and this guy just turbo boosted up, so he was on that objective. And that was it. So I did quite a good turn, really. I managed to get rid of a couple of units and knock him off one. So I get a couple of kill points. So it's a good potential turn 5. It ends now. It's a master stroke. If it doesn't end now, I'm.
Alright. So you roll and see if it carries on.
Oh, go roll for it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Right then, are we ready?
Let's kill one, man.
It's over!
Right, that is game over. So we will go away, quickly tally up the points for the objectives and kill points, and we'll be back with a summary in a second. Okay, so the game's over. We've gone away and totaled up the scores. Adam, take us through it.
Yeah, so the primary was a combination of Purge Alien and Emperor's Will. I won Purge Alien 7-5, which is kill points, and I won Emperor's Will 6-3, which is 2 objectives to 1. On the tertiary score, I had Warlord and Linebreaker, and Matt had Warlord and First Blood. So it's 2 all on that. That works out. So the primary...
winning the primary is worth 27 points in the GT format.
In the GT format, you get 1 for losing. Wooden spoon point for Matt. So that's 27 points to me in the tertiary tool. So the final score is 29-3 to me. Which is alright.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's kind of alright.
Yeah.
Okay, Cooper, take us through your thoughts on how the Eldar performed.
Well, I think the major downfall was I was commanding them, so that's kind of their downfall. No, it's a really good list. It's kind of like a horde army for Eldar, which is really quite funky. I just played it really badly, I think. I should have been probably a little more aggressive with the bikes and moved them up, but there's so much grav, and the same with his warlord. If I dropped him here when I did all that shooting into him and he didn't tank all the wounds, I could have moved up a bit more, but I was a bit hesitant to sort of get up the board. It's a learning point, so obviously, yeah, just be more aggressive with it, I think.
Any thoughts on changes you might make to the list?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to get some of the D-cannon.
Vauls weapons batteries.
Yeah. That's a no-brainer. The Wraith Guard, really, 1,500 points is just a waste. They're
too expensive.
Points. Yeah, the guys you play against are just going to play around them anyway.
Yeah. Wraith Knight?
Yeah, definitely as well. Definitely.
Even at 1,500, but the points it is too cheap to pass up.
I think, for a double D as well, I'll probably drop... I can lose bikes out of the squads and make 3-man. Probably drop a Hornet out of each squad. So that's probably going to... Yeah.
It's going to free up enough points for a Wraith Knight,
yeah. And if not, if it all goes to massively fail, I'm just going to take a Revenant tie-in because they're cool.
Which is actually... Where is it?
Just out in the kitchen gluing at the moment, so, I got it dirt cheap, so, yeah. I'm probably going to try and run out with a Revenant because it's the only time I'm ever going to get to use it.
Well, you can use it, so we might as well give it a test game.
Yeah, why not?
We'll get a test game with that done soon. Okay,
Yeah.
Adam, Marines, surprised you won?
Yeah, so before this game, actually, we had an off-camera battle a while ago, so I kind of knew what I was expecting and used that a lot in the game I just played. I played a lot more conservatively, so the bikes weren't rushing out and getting shot up. I was hiding very carefully and making sure that I was going to be able to move on to my next position without getting shot, which helped me a lot in that game. If I'd played aggressively, I would have got shot.
Just wiped off the board.
Yeah, it wouldn't have gone well. I mean, early on, I managed to hold myself in it. It was a bit annoying that my Sikaran got killed because obviously it's perfect for killing bikes and Hornets.
Oh, but who?
But I've got to take what I can get. Really, I think I played that one pretty well.
No, you did really well.
Smashfucker did good, as ever. He's pretty reliable. The command squad's probably maybe
it's quite a lot of points.
7 times out of 10, that's probably going to do its job because it is so resilient. Whether or not that's going to work against all weapon batteries and Wraith Guard, it might not. So I've got to think about that.
What about Revenant?
Yeah. So I've got to find another answer to a Revenant. So yeah, overall I think I played that game pretty well. I'm happy with that result, to be fair. I was lucky it finished on turn 5.
So for our first real go out with the GT rules pack, which is obviously the kind of event we are now going to be spending most of our time preparing for, what did you guys think in terms of, it's a bit different to normal. First of all, 1,500 points is shrunk down massively from what we're used to playing. What did you guys think of the smaller points limit?
I think 1,500 points towards MSU and probably not taking a Revenant Titan. No. But having said that, a lot of people won't be expecting that, so you're kind of playing a trump card if you do take something like that.
Do you think the Typhon's too many points to take at 1,500?
At 1,500, yeah, I think. Because of the amount of Haywire and D in the game as it is at the moment, I probably would steer clear of anything super heavy. Which is nice because it does mean we're kind of limiting some of those stupidly powerful units. Like Cooper said, the Wraith Guard in Wave Servants are just too many points as well. Yeah. And it also, 1,500 points is a reasonably quick game.
Yes, no, it makes for, that's I
slightly more enjoyable.
Because it's not a 2-hour game of a marathon, is it? It's quite quick. Like I said, no, a lot of the games we've been playing, we've noticed, other than this one, they're sort of ending at turn 2, turn 3. Yeah. Because, the other guy can't really do a lot. So, yeah, it's definitely changed the way the game's played now, I think. The other big change in the GT rules pack from normal obviously being that actually of the 6 missions, only one of them involves Maelstrom. Yeah. It is almost entirely Eternal War. Any thoughts on how that affects your lists going forwards? Or how you're going to play the games? I don't know. Maybe, yeah. I think it will. I just like not having to draw the cards. It's nice that it removes that random element from an already random dice game. It gets you playing more tactile, I think. It's all about jumping on objectives at the end of the game, not having to worry about them kind of during the middle, game. And thinking, oh no, I've just scored 20 points in one turn. Which makes certain units more or less useful. Yeah, I think 40k still, with army selection, lends itself to taking a mobile army. I mean, both armies are absolute bikes and mobile. So my tank moves 12 inches, fires, bikes, and then drop pods. So everything in my list is pretty quick. Matt's obviously it's all bikes and skimmers. So foot soldiers live no more. We thought so. What other stuff we think is going to be good is obviously the Hive Tyrant heavy Tyranid list, which I'm sure we will see this guy trying out pretty soon, along with his drop pod ad mech as well.
as pods seem to be the most obvious answer to the kind of Eldar Jetbike spam.
We'll try a double Skyhammer as well.
Yeah, we'll get some more Skyhammer in there with the 10-man units, trying out all these nasties.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up with some Ox Marines.
If Simon's rumour trawling is going to be true, it seems like we might not get Tau for quite some time. So heading into the GT, we will be looking mainly at Admech, Eldar and Marines as the 3 heavyweights.
Yeah, man.
Alright, any more thoughts before we wrap it up?
Nah.
That's good, I've got
See
a
you guys
win.
in Norfolk. No, not Norfolk. Where are we going?
Woking, yeah.
See you guys in Woking, in November.
This guy, we'll see you at Woking.
It's got a Harridan.
I've got a Harridan.
Alright guys, as always, if you enjoyed the back rep, please do like, share, subscribe to the channel, post it wherever you want, more views the better. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed it.
Later.
See you later.